Well, hello again. It's nice to be back with the Mobylette this week, and just getting over my son's car. That was a week or so ago, and it did finally pass the MOT. And the last couple of days, I've been doing some work in the shed, doing a little bit of boarding up and a few other little bits, which I'll show you in a minute. So Jenny has her collar on and off. She still overnight bites her leg, even though I'm paying for these expensive tablets, but you're a good girl, aren't you? And it's also time of the month or time of the year, whatever they have, so she's a little bit funny as well. But I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've done with the shed, but mainly we'll be getting on with the Mobylette today. Normally I have some idea of what I'm going to do, so it's going to be a bit of a mishmash, and I'll give you a bit of an update on that. So come and see, first of all, the shed, and then we'll have a look at the Mobylette. Well, this is actually going to be the inside of the shed. Obviously these are on the doors. It does look nice when it's inside, but also quite nice when it's open. I've got some of these classic signs again. If you wanted a fab, only 5 old pence, or you look at the Walls ice cream, you can get a Chili Willy for 10p, and the cornettos in them days 45p. So my wife thinks it looks like I'm selling ice creams, which I'm not. And over this side, I've done exactly the same. Another board exactly the same, which has got all the spanners standing up here or hanging. Because the other thing I had that came with the spanners, you just didn't know which spanner was what. So they're all in order now, and so that's done. There we go. And inside here, I've finished boarding all along here up over the last couple of days. The cupboard here, which was facing inwards, wasn't much good, as the scooter here is generally in the way, so you end up having to look around the corner. So I've put it that way so it's easier to get hold of, and then I've bought a shelf, put a shelf up, and I decided to keep all the paints and some of the cleaning stuff there, and the powder coats up the end here, because I couldn't see which, I had to keep looking around the corner to see. So at night now, when you come in here, a bit of a mess. I've got a few things I've been doing, but at night now it's very cosy in here. When the wind blows, there's no drafts, thank God now. So oh, I've got a fire extinguisher up there. I need to put that near the door, but I'll put it there just for now. I thought that was quite important to have a fire extinguisher after what happened before. So I'll get on and show you the Mobylette now. Well, I haven't done too much because I haven't had much time. But what I've done is, we've obviously painted this a few weeks ago. One thing I managed to get was a pump from France, which actually is the right size. It's for classic mopeds and classic bikes. So a lot of restored bikes, you don't actually see the chrome bicycle pump on there, but it's got the brackets for it. So I saw that come up, so I thought we'd get that. I put on these foot guards on there, they're back on. I put this is all back on now, the steering and the bearings. This nut at the top here, on the old one was just completely ruined. There's just no way of getting it polished. So I got that from Mopedland, and that's a brand new one, and so that's all back on. I think I mentioned before that the badge on the front, you couldn't put a screw in there because it would touch the steering mechanism inside. So basically this has just been, I've glued this, and these rivets are cut right back so they don't touch inside, but they're glued in as well, so it just looks like they are riveted on, but that's on nice and strong now. And at the back here, if you remember the name badge of the original owner from France, that was a shield with a strap around the back which had snapped. So basically I've just done the same, glued that, put a cable tie around there last night, and that's on solid now as well. One other thing I just picked up this morning, if you remember, the front light had cracked in 2 places, so it had this plaster of Paris type stuff around it, which looked awful. But I just picked it up today, and the chap I use, he's very good. He's actually welded it from the inside there, so it's all strong, but obviously there's still a slight crack there, which he's done the other side. So what I'll do, I've cleaned it up a little bit now, and I will fill that that little crack, and then I'm just going to paint this bracket separately, mask that up and paint that. So today, I've been umming and ahhing what to do today. I think I might have a look at the front wheel and start doing the front mudguard, and what I'm going to do is muddle on getting the panels painted, and then I will eventually do all the panels together in one go with the paint again, so keep mixing it up. So let's get on, and so it's a bit of a mishmash, and see how we get on today. Right, I've given the front mudguard a wash and clean. It's obviously very rusty, but hopefully I can get away without having to fill anything, but we'll see how that comes once this is all back to metal. The tyre, as I say, or the wheel, I still don't know quite what to do with this, whether it will clean up with a wire wheel or what. I don't know if it's I don't know, that's a black paint, I'm not sure. And then we've got these tyres, which I think they're pretty new, to be honest. It says where does it say on here? Cyclone Moteur. That's my French accent. And then VSX or VZX. I think they're quite a modern make. I don't think they go back that far. I might be wrong. So they might be not that old. There's certainly no cracks in them or anything like that. So these, just give them a complete wash and a scrub, and I think they will come up all right. So the first thing to do, I think, will be to take off. I won't go too much into this. It's just like taking a bicycle tire off. But let's see if we can just get a start on it. This. It's going to be easier than some of the other moped wheels, isn't it? Or tyres. Let's get a start. There we go. See. Without pinching the tube. Here we are, see, just like a bike tyre. Right, so I'll just carry on with this and pull this off, and then I'll come back to you. Oh, yeah, that's come off okay. There's the inner tube, which was very good condition, and it's all very clean, no rust or anything. So I'm sure these will clean up nicely, because I don't think they're that old, to be honest. So as I say, I don't know what I'm going to do with this wheel. We'll see how it cleans up with different things, and I'll come up back to you when I've decided. Well, after about 2 hours, I finally got there, using the spinning wire brush, the file, the Dremel. It's unfortunately it's not, you know, it's not deep rust or anything, but it's really too far gone to polish anything up there. So I'm going to have to go, I think, down the painting line of it. I don't really like to do that. I'd like to obviously get new rims, but I can't afford to do that and have it all re-spoked and everything. It's a shame. But I'll probably have to go down the paint line with that one, and it's all cleaned up now, best as possible, with spokes and inside the hub and everything. But yeah, so that's going to be the idea with that one now. It's taken hours to get that far, and I think what we do now, just something pretty simple, just try and see how this fares up once it's sanded down. Start on this mudguard. I did clean up the tyre. It's not bad, but using different detergents and that, you can see it's bringing the black through again. It's not bad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the tyre itself. So what I've decided to do on this situation, I can get some white wall tyre paint. So apparently it adheres to rubber and everything and doesn't flake. So we'll try that a little bit later on. So I need to get paint for the wheel, paint for that. Right, so we'll give this a go. I'm not going to go mad with you on this, just to see how we get on, and I'll carry on, and we get ready to prime it. rusty bits, not bad at all, come up fairly smooth, so I think I should be alright with this. Go over, get this all sanded back and get it into primer. That's probably finish today and I'll come back tomorrow and do some more bits, but I'll get on and do this and you'll see when it's done. Okay, next day now. I've managed to get some silver, although it looks more aluminium, but that's okay, on this wheel. Sanded it right back and I think it's the best I'm going to get. Plan is now, I did say that I wasn't going to do any other painting for the cream, so I have decided, this is the little bit of change of plan, I'm going to get the front sorted out. So we've got some colder, miserable weather coming up now. This is the last of the good days, so I'm going to get some of the cream colour onto there. I'm going to just do the inside first, let that dry, a couple of coats, and then I'll do the outer side, and then when I clear coat that afterwards, I'm going to clear coat the wheel as well, give it that extra protection. As I said, I didn't really want to go down this route, but I can't afford to get new rims and spokes and have it re-spoked, so that's the plan. I'll be painting the inside of that first, tipping it over once it's dry, and doing the outside, and then we'll finish off with the clear coat on the wheel and the mud guard. Gloves on, mask on, and let's get started. Well, that seems to be alright. Let that dry a little bit and then I'll do a second coat on that. Well, finally got that done. I've got it hanging up in here. It's actually come up quite nice. You can see nice shine on there with the clear coat. If you can, we'll just quickly go outside. The wheel has been done a little while ago. That's dry now. Just giving it a little bit extra, little bit of shine to it as well. But so that's about it. I'm going to leave it here now because I need to let this paint dry properly for a few days, and as I say, we'll come back to the frame, and what I'm going to try and do is get the wheels done and get everything back on the brake calipers, which may have to powder coat. I can't remember what condition they're in, but we'll try and get the brakes on, try and get the front area done, and we'll go from there. Well, that's it for now. As I say, I do apologise, it wasn't that long and not really got anywhere. I do like a sort of an ending to the video, but I think it's important just to let that paint dry now, and I'm waiting for the tyre paint as well. That's due in a few days, so I'm going to concentrate on the front. I've still got the brake calipers to look at. I'm not sure what condition they're in. If they're terrible, we'll powder coat those, get all that back on, and that'll be sort of the front kind of done, and then we can start moving on towards the back. So I didn't want to do the panels. I wanted them all together because it's a palaver keep washing out the gun and everything, but excuse me, at least that's all done now, and the weather's going to turn as well, so we can get on and do the front. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing if you do, and please subscribe if you do like the videos. So until next time, you take care. Bye for now.